Imagine this. You're settling into your dream home, years of hard work finally paying off. The joy of finally having a place to call your own where every corner holds a memory waiting to be made. But unbeknownst to you, a thief is lurking in the shadows, their eyes set on your most valuable asset. This thief isn't interested in your jewelry or electronics, they want something far more valuable. This isn't your typical burglar, this is a home title fraudster. They operate in the dark corners of the legal system, exploiting loopholes and using sophisticated methods to steal your home right from under you. Home title fraud is a devastating crime where criminals illegally transfer ownership of a property without the real owner's knowledge or consent. This crime can go unnoticed for months, even years, until it's too late. They do this by creating a false impression that they are the rightful owner, often using forged documents and stolen identities. These fraudsters are skilled at making everything look legitimate, fooling even the most diligent homeowners. This allows them to take out loans against the property, or even sell it without the homeowner ever suspecting a thing. Imagine waking up one day to find out that your home has been sold to someone else, or that you owe thousands of dollars in loans you never took out. The impact on victims can be financially and emotionally crippling. The stress of dealing with legal battles, the fear of losing your home, and the financial burden can be overwhelming. Imagine losing your home, your safe haven, to a faceless criminal. The place where you built your life, now taken away by someone you've never met. It's a nightmare scenario, and unfortunately it's becoming increasingly common. But there's hope. Awareness and vigilance are your best defenses against this growing threat. By understanding how these criminals operate and knowing the warning signs, you can protect yourself and your home from becoming their next target. Regularly check your property records, be cautious with your personal information, and consider title insurance. Stay informed and stay vigilant to keep your home safe. Home title fraud is a complex crime that often involves multiple steps and players. The first hurdle for these criminals is obtaining your personal information. This is the foundation upon which their fraudulent schemes are built. They need access to crucial details like your full name, address, social security number, and information about your mortgage. Armed with this information, they can start creating a convincing illusion of ownership. Fraudsters employ various methods to gather this sensitive data, often exploiting vulnerabilities in our digital and physical worlds. They might hack into unsecured databases, steal mail, or resort to more sophisticated techniques like phishing scams. These criminals are masters of deception, adept at blending into the background and exploiting any opportunity to steal your identity. Their goal is to gather enough information to impersonate you convincingly and use that to their advantage. One of the most readily available sources of personal information is public records. These records, often accessible online or through government offices, contain a wealth of information that fraudsters can exploit. Property deeds, mortgage documents, and even tax records can provide crucial details about your home ownership. While these records are essential for transparency and legal processes, they can also be a goldmine for criminals seeking to exploit vulnerabilities. A seemingly harmless detail, like your property's assessed value, can become a tool in the wrong hands. Fraudsters understand the value of this information and often use it to identify potential targets. They might look for properties with substantial equity, absentee owners, or individuals with good credit scores. This highlights the importance of being mindful of the information you share publicly and taking steps to protect your privacy. It's crucial to be aware of the potential risks associated with public records and to take proactive measures to safeguard your personal information. Section 4. The Art of Deception, Forging and Altering Documents. In this section, we delve into the intricate and often sophisticated methods employed by fraudsters to create and manipulate documents for their gain. Once fraudsters have gathered enough information, they move on to the next phase of their scheme, forging or altering documents. This phase is crucial as it lays the foundation for their fraudulent activities, allowing them to present false information as genuine. This is where their criminal expertise comes into play, creating convincing replicas of official documents to support their fraudulent claims. They employ a variety of techniques, from using advanced graphic design software to meticulously editing details by hand. They might create fake deeds, making it appear as if you've transferred ownership of your property to them. This can have devastating consequences, as victims may not realize the fraud until it's too late. Alternatively, they could alter existing documents, subtly changing names or figures to match their narrative. These changes are often so minor that they can easily go unnoticed, even by those familiar with the original documents. These alterations are often subtle, designed to bypass cursory scrutiny. Fraudsters know that a quick glance is unlikely to reveal their deception, so they focus on making small, precise changes that blend seamlessly with the original content. They might use sophisticated software to replicate official seals and signatures, or rely on their knowledge of legal jargon to create documents that appear legitimate at first glance. This combination of technology and expertise makes their forgeries particularly convincing. This meticulous attention to detail makes it challenging to distinguish between genuine and fraudulent documents, highlighting the importance of careful verification and professional scrutiny. Experts often need to employ forensic analysis techniques to uncover the truth. It's a stark reminder that appearances can be deceiving, and even seemingly official documents should be treated with caution. Always verify the authenticity of documents through trusted sources and remain vigilant against potential fraud. Consulting with legal experts and using professional document verification services can provide an additional layer of security. These professionals are trained to spot inconsistencies and can help protect you from falling victim to document fraud. In today's digital age, there are also various tools and technologies available to assist in document verification. Utilizing these resources can help ensure that the documents you rely on are genuine and trustworthy. By taking these precautions, you can safeguard yourself against the sophisticated tactics of fraudsters and maintain the integrity of your important documents. Remember, vigilance and verification are your best defenses against document fraud. Section 5. The illusion of legitimacy filing fraudulent documents. With forged or altered documents in hand, the fraudsters are ready to make their move. They file these documents with the local government offices responsible for maintaining property records. This step is crucial for their scheme, as it creates a false public record of ownership. By inserting themselves into the official records, they aim to legitimize their fraudulent claims. They are banking on the assumption that these documents won't be subjected to rigorous scrutiny, especially if the changes appear minor or routine. This stage highlights a critical vulnerability in the system, the reliance on documentation as proof of ownership. While these records are generally reliable, they are not immune to fraud, especially when dealing with sophisticated criminals who understand the intricacies of the process. The success of their scheme hinges on creating a convincing illusion of legitimacy, leading unsuspecting victims and authorities to believe that the fraudulent transfer of ownership is genuine. Section 6. The stakes are high. Consequences of home title fraud. Once the fraudulent documents are filed and accepted, the fraudsters have effectively hijacked your home. This means that they have managed to insert themselves into the legal framework that recognizes ownership of your property. The implications of this are far-reaching and deeply troubling. They now hold what appears to be a legitimate claim to your property, opening the door to various illicit activities. These activities can range from taking out loans to selling the property outright. The fraudsters are emboldened by the appearance of legitimacy, making it easier for them to deceive others. One common tactic is to secure loans against the property. This is often done by approaching multiple lenders, each unaware of the other, and securing substantial amounts of money. The fraudsters use your home as collateral, putting you at risk. With a fraudulent title in hand, they can approach lenders posing as the rightful owners and using your home as collateral. This not only jeopardizes your financial stability, but also puts your home at risk of foreclosure if the loans are not repaid. These loans, often substantial, go directly into the pockets of the criminals, leaving you with the debt and the devastating consequences of a foreclosure. The emotional and financial toll of losing your home can be overwhelming, affecting every aspect of your life. In some cases, fraudsters might even attempt to sell your property outright. They list it on the market, often at a price that attracts quick buyers, and proceed with the sale as if they were the legitimate owners. They'll list it on the market, attracting unsuspecting buyers who believe they are dealing with the legitimate owner. These buyers, unaware of the fraud, complete the transaction only to find out later that they have been duped. Once the sale is complete, they disappear with the profits, leaving you to deal with the legal and financial fallout. The process of reclaiming your property can be long and arduous, involving legal battles and significant expenses. The consequences of home title fraud can be devastating and long-lasting, impacting your credit score, financial stability, and even your living situation. The damage to your credit score can make it difficult to secure loans or even rent a home in the future. It's a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and proactive measures to protect your most valuable asset. Regularly monitoring your property records, using title protection services, and being cautious with your personal information can help safeguard against this insidious crime.